What's up, people? This is Game Days here with my TLC predictions. And we're going to kick it off with the very first match at the top. We're going to go with AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose. This has been a rivalry that has been occurring or been going on since the beginning of Smackdown Live. Since the draft happened, Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles has been in a feud with each other since that time. It has been very good. I think he's been very good. We've had John Cena involved with it in the beginning. Then we've got James Ellsworth to keep it fresh. I've actually liked the feud. I actually like the way that many times in the WWE, fans always complain about how rivalries doesn't last too long, how the feuds aren't long enough. And now the WWE has given us a AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose feud that has been happening for the last, 4 or 5 months? 3 months? I'm not sure how many months it is, but I've actually enjoyed it. They've had several matches in the past, a bunch of matches actually. Each one has been usually better than the previous one, which is a credit to how great AJ Styles has been, how great he has been in getting the best out of Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose has definitely stepped up his game from being the silly Dean Ambrose. I mean, he's had moments like last week where he was silly, but we've seen a different, more serious side of Dean Ambrose that most fans would like to see more, and it's good to see. And James Ellsworth, despite many of the internet wrestling community complaining about James Ellsworth, about how he's not needed, and while even myself, I didn't like to see him fight AJ Styles 3 times in a row, or 3 times, but he's definitely added a different dynamic to this rivalry, and he's actually been very good in his role, and the way that AJ Styles beat him down on SmackDown. I mean, that Styles clash off the stairs. I mean, I was kind of worried that maybe James Ellsworth was going to tuck his head in and cause a major injury, but it didn't happen that way. But that Styles clash was wow. And I'm guessing that we are not going to see, because my original prediction was that James Ellsworth was going to turn on Dean Ambrose and be with AJ Styles. But since he seems like he's been written off TV, I'm thinking that the next time we see him is gonna be at the Royal Rumble as a surprise entry, and maybe he'll get out in like a second or two, or maybe he may even eliminate somebody like Braun Strowman. But as far as my prediction goes, I'm gonna go with AJ Styles, the best wrestler in the WWE today, without any doubts in my opinion. AJ Styles has been awesome at everything, whether it's his promos, whether it's his facial expressions, whether it's his wrestling ability, his talent. AJ Styles has knocked everything out of the park, and he's definitely, I think he deserves to be a champion a lot longer. Dean Ambrose has been a great opponent for him, but we're gonna see AJ Styles beat Dean Ambrose in that TLC match. Next, we got Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss. This has been an amazing rivalry. Alexa Bliss coming to the main roster, showing that she is just 5 feet of fury, 5 feet of sexy is what I like to call her. But yeah, she has been awesome. She has been on the mic. She's been killing it on the mic. She is arguably the best woman on the mic today. Alexa Bliss has the perfect facial expression, the perfect comebacks. I don't think anybody can beat her on the mic, not even Charlotte. Charlotte likes to yell over, her opponents, but she's still, I don't think she's at the level of Alexa Bliss. I mean, Charlotte is great in her own right as well, but she's not Alexa Bliss on the mic. She's much better than her in the ring, but not on the mic. Becky Lynch is straight fire. Becky Lynch is a great champion. She is definitely representing the women's division the way it should be represented. And I like this rivalry. I like the way that so far Alexa Bliss has had the upper hand, putting her through a table. She's basically, maybe she did tap out that one time with the foot of the rope. So this definitely feels like the last final match between the two. And I'm going to say that Becky Lynch is going to beat Alexa Bliss and keep her championship. But what an amazing rivalry. Okay, next. We got the tag team match. We have Rhyno and Heath Slater. Heath Slater and Rhyno. Beauty and the Man Beast. Versus the Wyatt family, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. Randy Orton, this is kind of like random. I had no idea that Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt would be fighting for the tag team championships. But it's about time that Bray Wyatt wins his very first championship. Can you believe that Bray Wyatt has never won a championship in the WWE yet? That's actually surprising to me now that I think about it. He's lost every major feud he's been in. And if he loses to Heath Slater and Rhyno, I will be flabbergasted. It will just put the nail in the coffin as far as Bray Wyatt ever being taken seriously. Unless something shady happens with Randy Orton or Luke Harper. But I'm going to guess that Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, the Viper, is going to be our new tag team champions after Sunday. In the ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, we have The Miz with Maurice versus Dolph Ziggler. This rivalry has also been going since the Smackdown draft, I believe it has been, or close to it, after SummerSlam actually. And this has been an amazing rivalry. This has been one of the best rivalries here in 2016 in the entire WWE. And now this is going to be the final time they face each other. And they've had incredible matches as well. And I'm expecting another incredible match on Sunday in the ladder match. And I'm thinking that this is kind of difficult because I don't think they're going to do the whole Charlotte Sasha where the title flips back to Dolph Ziggler. I'm thinking that The Miz will come out on top. The Miz with the help of Maurice. But then again, I'm thinking that maybe this time Maurice is going to cost The Miz a championship, or Dolph Ziggler is going to be ready for Maurice this time, or the Spirit Squad, or whoever interferes for The Miz. But I'm going to stick with my gut, and I'm going to pick The Miz to retain his championship. Because, let's face it, The Miz is a much better Intercontinental Champion than Dolph Ziggler will ever dream about being. So, it should be an incredible match, but The Miz is my choice. And then, in the no disqualification match, Nikki Bella versus Carmella. Carmella definitely has surprised me. I mean, she has definitely been one of the major surprises. When she first arrived to SmackDown, she was terrible. I said a bunch of times she was horrible on the mic. Her entrance, she was trying too hard. It didn't really work. But ever since she turned heel, she has been growing, and she has been one of the best acts in the WWE. I have to admit, she has definitely stepped up her game, and it's been quite the entertainment to see. It's been quite something to see, to see Carmella go from being absolutely terrible to being one of the best here in this SmackDown division. When it comes to, and I love her finisher. I love her submission move. That finisher is definitely one of my favorites. And I'm expecting this to be a brutal match. Not on the level of Sasha and Charlotte, of course not. It's not going to be that good. But I'm expecting it to be good because Nikki Bella is actually a good wrestler. I've actually liked Nikki ever since she returned. It doesn't seem like she's really interested in just being in the spotlight. Looks like she actually wants to be a good wrestler, wants to have good rivalries, and wants to help other women also improve. So I'm actually looking forward to this match, and I'm thinking that Nikki, with the power of John Cena, never give up, is going to come out on top and beat Carmella. Even though I find it kind of hard that they're going to let both Nikki and Becky win on the same night, and the heels are not going to win. So that's going to be something to watch out for, I believe. And then finally, we get Baron Corbin versus Callisto in a chairs match. This is probably the least anticipated match for me. I'm not really caring about this feud or this rivalry. I like Baron Corbin. I think Baron Corbin is definitely a future superstar. Callisto, I'm not a fan of Callisto. You know, he's pretty good in the ring. Definitely, well, he's actually good in the ring, but I'm just not a fan of him. So I'm going to just say I'm picking Baron Corbin to absolutely wipe the floor with Callisto and dominate Callisto and walk out as the winner and move on to bigger and better things. TLC is going to be awesome. So I want to know, who do you think is going to win? What are your predictions? Are you as excited as I am for TLC? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. Do what you got to do, people. My name is the Champ. This